Hello everyone, Tiniestofchibis here, and we are back with Genshin Impact. We've got to do this one so that way we can activate.
I was already closing to it.
About
a month later, she struck me
shut
again.
that. I was watching YouTube. A bit like the YouTube shorts, but what they got us doing.
Oh, that sounds like some kind of sweet drink.
I'm afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly. Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night. The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic about dreaming again.
Oh, right. Everyone's able to dream again now.
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone with new dreams a platform to freely share their experiences. And thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
So, it's kinda like a fireside chat.
You could say that. We hear all sorts of wild and fabulous stories every day. Really, why not have a listen for yourselves?
Yeah, but to us, dreaming is as normal as breathing. Wait, but if there are free drinks and snacks involved, then Paimon might consider it.
Oh, really? So you mean you've already seen many dreams?
But no need to get so excited. It's really nothing special.
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences with dreaming. Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
It doesn't seem to go with it.
Oh, expert? Paimon kinda likes it.
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time. Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you'd like there.
Wow, how accommodating. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. We should see what the traveler thinks first. Why aren't you saying anything?
I don't think I have choice.
All right, hurry up and take us to be dream experts.
Very good. Follow me then.
Okay. Can
Do
I
you
have
know
Nahida
what's
back?
the most important part of being an expert?
Can I have Nahida back, please? I want to not do this part. I want to do this part up here.
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope! It's all about the title! From now on, Paimon will be...
Oops. I didn't mean to, like, talk to this dude. I just... What time is it, actually?
Oh, okay.
Actually, did I just teleport? Where am I? I'm going the wrong direction, is where I'm going. There's something sparkly over here I saw. Nothing important.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us. Esteemed experts, this way, please. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
They must be dream experts from another land. Great! Oh, I have a question. Me first! Me first!
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
Okay. I need to sharpen this.
Whoa.
It's a little dull
Paimon
now.
didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, Paimon knows! Paimon's had this kind of dream before, so she knows a thing or two. The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow and flew in the sky all night long. The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of kids thought Paimon was a radish and pulled out all the grass on her head. Oh, it was super painful. The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and turned into a smoothie. And the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful geo slime and went to take revenge on the forest boar that used to bully Paimon. But then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers. Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
I want to interrupt, but if she scraps the standard trope of adventure stories.
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all. I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life. Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined.
Paimon,
Next!
you have no idea what the fuck you're
Oh,
talking about.
it's my turn. Esteemed expert. I want to know what posture I should sleep in so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
Well?
He's enlightened, esteemed expert.
Hey, you're supposed to be helping.
Go away.
First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
I could have told you that, Paimon.
Oh, sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want a chance to see her again.
There's no real way to repeat a dream unless you... Some people have that ability. It's just a matter of if you have that ability or not. Most people do not.
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight. Thanks for your wise advice.
Oh, my turn. I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
No.
Hey, no rush! One at a time!
Certain animals do have
Your
specific things.
questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all.
They really don't care about the answers. For the bird thing,
You
it's
do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself.
for the bird thing, it's like what does the bird represent in game? Like what does it symbolize? Like for example, crows, ravens, they are tending to be seen as harbingers of evil or death or bad luck or misfortune. So it could be a bearing of misfortune, but depending on the actions can also depend on what they're doing. Maybe it's to signify that, you know, you've dodged death for a bit. Maybe it's, you know, maybe you yourself are fascinated with the undead. You know, it all depends. I mean, dreams are kind of an odd thing. I mean, I rarely dream. I'm not really like, most of my dreams are kind of just not there. I don't know why, I just don't dream majority of the time. But the few times I do dream, like, the last dream I had was pretty much like a vision of the future for me.
Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is. Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind?
Nahida?
Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy. Unfortunately, she's super busy right now and may not have time for gatherings like this.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now. We're not really all that knowledgeable.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
Oh, Paimon.
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place? Huh? Nahida, how did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out. Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. Alright, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better.
They're all intimidated.
Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the sudden hesitation? Even so, it's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right? And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru, yet they didn't even flinch at you.
It's not the same as poetry and art, though.
Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out. That's not true, Nahida. I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river. I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container.
Is she doing what I think she is?
She's sulking. Hey! It's alright, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, she'll leave.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life is nothing but the same. The sky is right above me and the ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
Because if I don't work, I won't have any mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of. By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams. The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
I don't know everything that you're going through, but how about replacing your hammer?
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps, and the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping. Then write the names of your children on it.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life. You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yes. Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me. I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
That's Arnahita! Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem. Actually, I didn't really understand the problem. Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool. After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him. After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people, but why is that? Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings. Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things. That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong. Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning. Hey, don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings. Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
Longing for the deceased.
She remembers something about Lord.
Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it'll only highlight the emptiness in your real life. If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together. I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams. She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
It's
I don't know if I
almost
mentioned
as
it.
if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel, and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on. I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dreams. But dreams are and will forever be just dreams. We are people living in the real world. It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it'll do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child. And it's probably not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope he can find a way to cheer up soon. I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring. You're here to have a good time, after all.
Alright. Can I go back to, Nope. God damn it. What am I looking for? Ika Man. Ika Man!
Are you feeling any better now?
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life. Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own. But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Perhaps I'll be able to move on once I see that there's nothing there. Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze. Like I'm only half awake. Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you, could you escort me to that place?
Yeah. Sure, let's have a look.
Yeah, it might also be a good chance for us to unwind. Even if you can't see your wife there, taking in some nice scenery will definitely help cheer you up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Alright, go ahead and get yourself ready then.
Speaking, should know she once existed in this world.
Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again? Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions? I just finished, and they really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts. Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, Great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason. I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the Great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
I'm not all that different from you, you know. Alright, let's go. We can talk on the way.
Which one is this one though? It's this one. Yay! So I think I'm gonna go keep switching back and forth between the two because of just how it is, which is fine. Okay, not really, so you know. These are what happens when you activate two shit not realizing you probably shouldn't have. Had I known that I don't need the Nikita one, I probably would have left it be, but whatever. What do you want, Cat?
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something? This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me. An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe. Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain, while the truth might be distressing for Paimon. I'll skip the part about Greater Lord Vodka for now and focus on the Balladeer. Well, you tell him, asked you and might be plenty.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
It's not that easy, that's for sure.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Oh, Paimon's so confused.
I think a more accurate...
Huh? Sorry, Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Not necessary, but maybe.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from it's still not working. Ugh! Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed, if bomb his resident in the world, how many people would act the worst case scenario is quite a banana.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so weird.
Hold on, I want to see something, because worst case scenario will affect everyone with the connection to the writing token. Kazuha, Ayaka, and Ayato. Will this mean they'll disappear? So, I just wanted to check that line.
We list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things. Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes, cream stew, sauteed matsutake, and Dragon chili chicken, almond tofu, satisfying salad. Also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and
We had a whooshy motion. Paimon?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again? The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name, though.
And so, Paimon doesn't remember the bear. Must mean he actually pulled it off. But how did he have that ability? This doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No.
So,
Nothing.
the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
If this really happened, I need to know some. Come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
So we're going to Inazuma. Oh, shit. I wonder who I have that blade now. I probably should upgrade it, no? Before I lose it. Because Lord knows if I'm not careful, I will lose it. Oh, at least it's locked. I think. By upgrading it a little bit, it'll keep it from going down the rabbit hole of being sent. So, at least that keeps that safe. She's like a polearm user, I think. But like, to see how these are down here and they don't get touched. Ow. I feel hungry, but I don't know what to eat. I could probably still do it if I just choose not to be lazy.
We've made it to Amanoma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead.
Can you tell me that story one more time?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind that?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, The whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Legend in the warehouse changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmith. Looks like the baller did something in Emerson, but it seemed now.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
The same Kazuha I know. It seems as bad as I feared last night. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Will you really, Paimon? Will you really be?
Okay.
How can I improve my code?
To the Kamisato estate. Two boxes of tissues. Bah.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler! It's been a while.
It has been. Hasn't it? Okay. Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
It's not so much urgent, it's just... walk in the courtyard.
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
There's no block that I saw 2 minutes ago.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Actually, no, this yellow would probably be a good yellow to use.
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the commissioner's behalf. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
The screen's probably a little better. Let's say to the house or changes. Yep. Shouldn't either. I'd like a different black. Expecting as much, but still at least the Kamisato siblings are both
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
Sorry. I wonder if I should have a different color, like a slightly darker color for the horns. I don't know.
I mean it. Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home, but given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most. Oh, the commissioner is so fond of home comforts. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time.
I feel like the voice is somebody trying to pretend to be
Someone who is
old.
old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up. It makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Yeah, like, the person who's doing the voice sounds like she's trying too hard to sound old. But it's kind of annoying.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great.
Of course, that's
Paimon's
Paimon's fault.
itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now.
Heading
Where
out.
are we going next?
Gotta find Zuha.
Great!
Oh, no.
Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh shit, I haven't done the quest, have I?
Are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. I fucking knew it. Enable focus experience, but it's better experience this quest, avoiding conflicts with other current occupying. Hold up. This is the one I'm gonna need it for. But I can't do it. I need to do the Archon quest, but I can't do it because it's... Okay. Fuck. So this is what happens when you let shit fucking sit. What time is it? Part of me just kind of wants to do this off screen. How many more days do we have? I can't remember when we started. I probably should have been paying attention. I'm gonna end this episode here. Because what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to shut down the thing, and I think it actually takes real world days on some parts. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Fuck, this sucks. Where am I?
Ah! Cool it. Gather.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
it's gonna
so
be a bit
sorry.
of half. Like there's a couple of steps in this
Ha!
section, and
Dodge
I don't
this.
know what I'm going to do
Ha!
at the moment.
Ha! Ha!
This is what happens when I just like on my main account. Like the thing is, I've done all this. This is all things that I've already done. Like
Cool it.
because this world was still new and there was nothing else to do and whatnot. This was stuff that I did because I had nothing else to do.
Stabilize.
Brace yourselves.
Thinking was brand new
Dodge this.
and whatnot. And so it's like, okay, I gotta do all this stuff. Hello. Where are you leading me, my friend? I can't get in. I still can't get in. Nice. Okay. go into this other
What's the
room.
hurry?
It's been really so long since I've been in Inazuma. It's kind of insane. Oh, right. It was huge.
Gather!
Oh, I like how I said I was going to end this episode, and then I'm still doing this. So I'm actually going to end this episode. So for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.